Proton XPR just getting started. What's going on, guys? Randy here with another crypto video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the bell notification, and if you would like more exclusive content from me, check out my Patreon. Link is down below in the description. So today I'm going to get into Proton XPR, what it is, what it does, should you invest now? Alright, so Proton was developed as a joint effort by two companies. You've probably heard of one or both, Metal and Lynx. Both companies share a vision of making crypto more accessible to everyday consumers, and both have independently made significant progress toward that goal. Metal has built a compliant, consumer-friendly platform for peer-to-peer payments. Lynx, on the other hand, has developed an app-focused blockchain. Proton combines the elements of both efforts into a single unified offering. Together, they are a technical team of entrepreneurs that rapidly turn ideas into working products ready for real-world application. I think many people wonder if Metal is actually a competitor to Proton, but it actually isn't. MetalPay was created by Metal, or Metallicus Inc., the core developer of Proton, which is not a competitor. MetalPay will be integrating Proton blockchain into the platform, with mainnet coming soon. Now, to put it quite simply, think of PayPal and Venmo. Proton obviously is crypto-centric and on the blockchain. In the traditional finance world, those would be the competitors for Proton. Some things that Proton's trying to tackle are the universal @ names. Every business and individual account on Proton has a unique human-readable @ name. So if you need to send $20, it's that easy. It's as easy as you would expect. I'm going to get into that a little bit more. These @ names, it's a big feature within the Proton ecosystem. Verified identity. Proton is all about compliance, and KYC is one of them. Whether you like it or not, every time we have a bull run, more and more regulators start to notice. They don't forget about it in the bear market. In these bull markets, they come out of the woodwork to talk about regulation. We're going to regulate it. It's going to happen. Regulation's coming, and there's not much that's going to stop it. And the crypto projects that have that in mind already are the ones that will succeed and the ones that will prosper. The ones that have it under control now. They know that wherever you are in the world, that this regulation's coming, and they're gonna take you down if you're not compliant. You may as well be compliant now before it's too late. Built for stablecoins, Proton supports multiple wrapped stablecoins, including USDC, PAX, and TUSD. Developers can add their own coins in a permission-free way. They boast 4,000 transactions per second. Users never pay gas, 0 gas fees on all transactions, and also in-wallet payment requests. Apps interact with the blockchain by in-wallet payment requests. This revolutionary tech eliminates the need for Chrome plugins, dApp stores, or other devices. Alright, so getting into verified identities on Proton, and this relates to using @ names. Let's say I'm using Proton and I set up my @ name as @RandyJ. Instead of you sending me Proton with a long string of numbers and letters that could easily get misconstrued and not make it to the recipient, now you can send it to this @ name. So it would be @RandyJ, @XPR, and I'll be guaranteed to get my payment. One thing that's going to make this work is using KYC. A lot of people don't like the KYC. They don't like that you have to do it, but companies that refuse to comply with KYC, which is Know Your Customer regulations, they're setting themselves up for failure. They're unable to offer direct fiat on-ramps to cryptocurrency, and it is almost impossible for them to expand in all 50 US states, cooperate with banks, and more. By complying with KYC regulations, Metal and Proton are positioned to become one of the first cryptocurrency companies to attain a national banking charter. Obviously, you know that's huge. A big step in the right direction if you can get this banking charter. What's cool, though, for the people that aren't interested in KYC and want nothing to do with it, it is optional. It's just there's some extra perks for becoming KYC compliant as a user, but you don't have to do it, which is pretty cool in itself. In a recent interview, Marshall Hayner, CEO of Proton, says that he thinks what really differentiates Proton is the introduction of their X tokens. Similarly to WBTC on Ethereum or wrapped Bitcoin, Metal has created all of the major blue chip cryptocurrencies on the Proton blockchain that can interact with one another for relatively no fees. Additionally, the ability for smart contract to communicate with traditional financial institutions and banks stands out as a game changer. Now, Marshall goes on to say that Proton seeks to become the interoperable layer 1 blockchain for banking and payments that connects traditional finance to decentralized finance for every major blockchain. Long term, we would like to see every major bank and fintech company company, look to adopt Proton for identity payments through X tokens. Additionally, Proton leading the emergence of decentralized finance, connecting legacy institutions, DAOs interfacing with traditional finance in a regulated manner. If you haven't noticed, Proton's a wildly ambitious project that has a solid team behind them, that has a great game plan, and they're executing. So right now, XPR currently has a circulating supply of 8.3 billion XPR and has an annual inflation rate capped at 3%. The inflation is introduced to reward block producers and stakers. Proton also introduced deflationary measures for XPR holders. Of course, we all love deflationary cryptos. The 0.1% swap fees from the Proton swap are converted to XPR and burned. Projects building on Proton that buys XPR as development resources. These resources in XPR will be burned, and 10% of each minted NFT will also be burned. Now, Proton had a pretty incredible October where it saw some incredible gains, topping out at 4.7 cents, and has recently pulled back. Now might be a good time to get in. There's rumblings of a Binance listing. Of course, that's just rumor until it happens. If it does come true, then that's a catalyst that's going to push XPR to new heights. Even without a Binance listing, there's plenty of places to get XPR. All-time high was 10 cents, and that was April 27, 2020, when they launched their mainnet. I could see it getting back to 10 cents easily at the very minimum. I know other people are going to say, oh, it could go to 50 cents, 75 cents, maybe so. If you look at the low end, reaching that 10 cent mark is inevitable, and that'd be some nice gains if you got in now at 2.8 cents, and it's been kind of wavering between 2.7 to 3 cents. XPR has a lot of things going for it, and I think at the peak of this bull run, you're going to see some more nice gains for Proton. And all right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and I'll see you guys soon.